afternoon. My name is Dr. Mdal Jabour. I stand here today with my colleagues, healthcare workers from all over the United States, doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, veterinary workers. We are united under Doctors Against Genocide to deliver one clear message to the United States Senate. End the genocide, end the forced displacement, act now. We are here because our duty as medical professionals does not stop at the hospital doors. It is our responsibility to protect life, all life, and to sound the alarm when we witness crimes against humanity. What is happening in Palestine and to the Palestinian people now is a genocide. It is funded by our tax money, tax dollars, and we refuse to be complicit. We demand that the Senate take immediate action. First, support the Senate Resolution 68. This resolution reaffirms and affirms what should be obvious. The Palestinian people, like any people, have the right to live, to stay in their homeland, to determine their own future without U.S. military backing for their forced displacement. The United States must not facilitate forced displacement. Second, pass resolution S5388 to restore UNRWA funding. UNRWA provides 70% of primary health care services in Gaza. 80% of Gaza population are refugees, and they are fully dependent on UNRWA. UNRWA also educates 50% of school children in Gaza. They have been doing this for almost 70 to 80 years. They know how to do it, and they are the only ones who know how to do it, and we demand that their funding being restored. Cutting this funding means cutting food, medicine, and education from the hands of millions of refugees. It is a collective punishment. It is inhumane. It is unacceptable. We also demand a permanent ceasefire, not just pauses, not just negotiations, but a complete end to the slaughter of innocent civilians. We demand unrestricted medical and humanitarian aid. We demand the full rebuilding of Gaza at the expense of those who destroyed it, namely the United States and Israel. Gaza hospitals have been bombed into ruins, the doctors killed, its people left to die. That is not who we are as Americans. We demand the release of Dr. Hussam Abu Safiya and his colleagues who are being detained illegally and tortured as we speak. We are here because we believe America can be better and can do better. We believe in the courage of the American people to stand for justice, for humanity, for life. We are the doctors, the healers, the protectors of life. This is what America should stand for. We will not stop until every senator hears us. We demand action. We demand justice. And we demand it now. Thank you. I will pass now to Dr. Olena, the Ukrainian-American doctor. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Olena and I'm a nurse practitioner from Massachusetts. I'm also a Ukrainian American, and this past 3 years have been horrible. It first started with the Ukrainian war, and I watched my Ukrainian friends and family getting killed, displaced and attacked. And then when I started seeing pictures from Gaza, it sounded 10 times, 100 times worse. And the images of dying children, mothers, healthcare workers are not letting me sleep at night. And I felt like I need to join the coalition of doctors against genocide and speak up. I feel like we are taking a very wrong turn in this century. The civilians, the children, the mothers, the healthcare workers should never be in the middle of political fight. I'm repeating, they should never be in the middle of political fight. If we allow countries fight and politicians fight and kill as many civilians as they want, it will never stop. We should stand for the rights of civilians, innocent children, mothers, families, and of course for protection of healthcare workers and patients in the hospitals throughout the world. The first demand that we want is an immediate release of all healthcare workers who are detained without any charges. Detaining and harming healthcare workers is the war crime. Second, we want unrestricted medical aid to Gaza to save children. We want the Senate and the Congress people to vote for a resolution to restore UNRWA funding. UNRWA is the agency that supports children, families, education, housing, sanitations for people. We cannot wait. We have to save. 4 or more children die every day. We have to support this resolution 5388 to restore UNRWA funding. And lastly, and globally, as a healthcare community, we have to pass the resolution, and we would like one of the senators to draft and sponsor it to protect healthcare workers and institutions in war zones. We should never see another child, another hospital attacked again. We're going to stand in solidarity as a Ukrainian people, as people of the world, as healthcare workers with civilians in any war zones. And we should never allow genocide to happen ever again. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. My name is Dr. Azra Hussaini. I am an internal medicine physician from Baltimore, Maryland. I make home visits and facility visits to people who are unable to come to the doctor's office because they are anxious, or they are amputated, or they are too old. I have, since the last 500 days or more, since the war or the war crimes on Gaza have been committed, I have written many letters to the American Board of Internal Medicine, to the American Academy of Family Physicians, to the American Medical Association, and as well as to the American College of Physicians. None have responded and said that this is a political issue, and have never responded to my emails or said anything. I always said this is a humanitarian issue. With the disproportionate response of Israel and killing of civilians, according to a recent study published in January 9th article, the correct number of people dying is about 65,000, which is a capture-recapture analysis, and 60% of them are women and children. So we have this kind of violence against women and children, and the largest of the organizations in the United States are not going to speak up about it. What does that say? Which is exclusively funded by the US tax dollar. We send $38 million every day to Israel. They have universal health care. They have subsidized school, college, university funding based off of our tax dollars. We don't have any of those things even for us, but they have it. So that is why Doctors Against Genocide is standing up and saying this is a humanitarian issue. We ask our lawmakers, our Congress people to stand up with us, for the people of Gaza. We are the voice for the people who are being silenced by bombs, who have been maimed, who are raped, who are tortured, who have been put in an open-air prison where you cannot leave for any kind of treatment or whatever. So we are the voice for those people. We cannot be bombed and we will not be silenced. We will continue to speak up for them. We want our lawmakers, and the American public has spoken up and they are with us. They all want the people of Gaza to live and to have normal life just like anybody else. So we want to sponsor a bill where we say UNRWA, the organization that has been there, which was actually just to be there as a refugee until the refugees have a Palestinian state, which we hope that we will have one day, that we restored and we can collaborate with them and have a medical mission that comes and goes just like anywhere in the world, so that the best of the US doctors, psychologists, social workers, veterinarians, whoever is needed, so that we can provide services for them from the US tax dollars. And I ask the American people to support us for that. We are the voice for people of Gaza, of West Bank, and for everywhere where there is genocide. We will not be silenced. Thank you.